Hello, everyone, and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Happy Halloween. It's early here in the Pacific Northwest because we are going to be doing a video recording later that'll go up next week. But we got to make sure that we hit a specific time. So if you missed the stream live, I apologize. We'll be back to the regular 6 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow you're getting a game of the week. Sunday we'll be back normal time. Everything will be normal moving forward. Including the holidays, which I realize the two major holidays are on Thursday. So don't worry, I have that figured out. Today, we have 4 games for you. We have one of them that's a bit of a toss-up, so keep that in mind. We have 3 series that we have not watched. We have the White Sox and the Guardians, we have the Padres and the Braves, and we have the Rangers and the Angels. We have 2 series that I'm debating between the Mets and the Marlins, just to see if we can see the Mets get the first win of the season. And we have probably the better matchup, the Nationals and the Phillies. So I'll think about it. We'll tinker with that idea. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the chat. I'll see it, and we'll see how this goes. World Series Game 6 happening tonight. We'll see who wins that. And you might get a live reaction out of us, or me at least, in a different video later on down the road. For now, let's jump in to game number 1, which is up here. It's the White Sox taking on the Guardians. We are going to play the game. We are going to simulate that one. We are jumping in. Raji Davis, B.J. Upton. These middle-of-the-week series are really interesting because some teams have 4-game series, some teams have 3-game series, some teams play on the first day of the week, like a Tuesday, and then some teams don't play on Friday. It's very weird the way it's configured, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I don't need to get any thumbnails. I've been doing that ahead of time. It's awesome. Thank God for no autosave every once in a while. Makes me a little scared, but welcome to Cleveland. This week in baseball. The Chicago White Sox are 2-4. Cleveland is 3-3 in an AL Central matchup. 45,199. And this is before they took out that section that has the wind tunnel now, which is very weird. Happy Friday, happy Halloween. If you're going out and doing stuff, be safe. Victor Martinez is our guy to watch, our player to watch today. 333 average, no home runs. No ribbies. But we're going to keep an eye on him throughout today's game. We had a lot of extra innings. We had some extra innings games yesterday. We had some walk-offs yesterday. Very exciting day as we're going to take a look at the Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Center fielder B.J. Upton. Maglio Ordonez in right field. First baseman Albert Pujols. In left, you have Ryan Braun. On third, you have Scott Rowland. Designator is Chris V. Carter, not to be confused with Chris Carter. Shortstop, Jed Lowry. Second baseman, Sean spells his name correctly, Rodriguez. And catcher, Nick Hundley. We'll get that all rounded up. All right-handed hitters, with the exception of Jed Lowry, who's a switch hitter and would bat from the right side. So I'm going to guess it's a left-handed starting pitcher. It is, and it's Jorge De La Rosa. He has a 3 ERA in his 1 win. 1 game, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. I really got to nail those stats. I know that my feed and the feed to YouTube is slightly delayed, so I have that as a backup. But man, B.J. Upton will get us started here. 182 average, couple of stolen bases on the season. I didn't realize how long it's been called Progressive Field for Cleveland. I assumed that was a newer thing, but you know what? Let's look it up. As that pitch is inside for a ball, let's look up Progressive Field. Oops, F-I-E-L. That's in for a strike. Missed his spot, but gets the zone. Progressive Field. History, Cleveland Stadium. When would it have switched? Oh boy. That's a strike in for, or a pitch in for a strike. Naming rights, okay. 1994 until the end of 2006. Oh, Jacobs Field. The Jake. Okay. Okay. January 11th, my sister's birthday. Big swing and a miss for Upton. Progressive Corporation. Oh, 2000, yeah, January 11th, 2008. Naming rights to the ballpark have been purchased by Progressive. Oh, for $58 million over 16 years through 2024. And it got extended on April 3rd, 2024 for an additional 12 until at least 2036. With the option to expand by 5 years to 2041 if the current lease on the ballpark was extended. All right. Well, there we go. Now we know why it's Progressive. They bought it. Duh. And we know how long it's been Progressive. 2008, at least through 2036, maybe 2041, which are numbers that seem abstract, but are closer than we realize. OA and 2 to hitter number 2. And that one's low. He thought about it, but did not go. No appeal. I don't know if there's no appeal as that ball misses inside. 2-2. As the catcher or the pitcher's maybe getting a little too cute. I don't know if there's no appeal or if because I have one of the settings to like minimal, not normal, like extra animations essentially. What is it called? It's a specific setting. I wonder if it just skips that for whatever reason. 2-2 is the count. That is a curveball. I like that pitch selection. Almost got that bottom of the corner, but the White Sox, good job to foul it off. Do I know who's at bat? Absolutely not, because I was reading about Progressive Field. That pitch is inside. Great battle here. Go back to that check swing. And he's seen 3 balls and at least 2 fouls, 2 foul offs. That one's fouled off again. Still a full count. Winds and fires. That is going to be smashed out to left. Good contact or good sound off the bat, but center fielder is there. That's one of those swings that you got to remember. Remind yourself it's all about the process. Albert Pujols. Got a highlight there. What was it? Hold on. He is led the National League in 0 home runs. He has a .333 average on the season. And that one's fouled away. Nobody on, 2 away for Pujols, batting third. As we get our day started. That will be picked by the third baseman. Pujols running up the first base line, but the throw is in time to retire the side in order. Get you your Chicago or Cleveland starting lineup right now. Rajai Davis is going to lead off the center fielder. Catcher Victor Martinez, followed by left fielder Carlos Gonzalez. First baseman Matt Laporta. Right fielder Michael Kadire. Second baseman, Istris? I forget. Meiser? Ooh, boy, I'm really stumbling on that name. My bad. You see him, the second baseman. You know him there. Designated hitter, Lastings Mildage. Eric Abreu. Brent Morrill. I fell apart. The second baseman broke my brain. Francisco Lindor has 1 loss on the season, though he has no ERA. 1 game, 3 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And got tagged with a loss. That'd actually be interesting to go back and look at. Sean spells his name correctly. Rodriguez over there at second. Rajai Davis is going to get things led off. 1 RBI on the season with a .375 average. And it's a little lefty pitcher versus lefty pitcher today. He'll fire it in. And a big swing on that 0-0 count. We've noticed throughout the early start part of this season. It's day number 8 now. They love The batters love 0-0 counts and 3-1 counts. Ready's the 0-1 pitch, fouled away. Lefty readies and fires. That one is smacked up the middle. Diving effort by the second baseman wasn't going to get there. So that'll be a leadoff single for Cleveland here. Game, are you okay? Victor Martinez, 333 average, steps in. 1 on, nobody out. That pitch is inside in that weird delayed jump back. Oh, they're going for the steal. The pitch is low. The slide is in. And a great jump there. Gets that base stolen. And one of the times that the slide didn't seem like it completely crushed the momentum of the base runner. Actually wasn't a terrible throw. I would argue that's just better base running than it was a bad throw. He could have had a shot at it. Second baseman, you know, the covering, I'll blame it on the person covering the bag. That's going to save Cleveland an out here. Probably would have been a double play. You never know, but... Okay. Not sure why they showed him, but... Carlos Gonzalez. Rare lefty-lefty matchup. 1 on, 1 out here. Bottom of the first. That pitch misses high and outside. Nods in approval and readies. That is foul ball. Smacked up the first base line. Into the crowd. You love a souvenir. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. And here is a ball low. You don't love this pitch sequence. I'm getting a little too cute, in my opinion. The batter's doing that funky thing where he's the person, and then he, like, for whatever reason, is like generic model. It's very odd. 3-2. Great eye by the Cleveland batter here. And he will take a walk. So 0-2 to 4-2. That's, I'm sure, an achievement or trophy in some MLB The Show game in the future. Well, that's going to put 2 on with just the 1 out. Matt Laporta. He's batting 1,000, literally, with 1 RBI. Steps into a good spot here. See how aggressive he is on this first pitch. One good pitch from Chicago, and they can get out of this. That one screams foul. That is a late swing. Now we did see... Crap, I think it was it Baltimore yesterday? They had kind of a weird game where they had an inning where they were only able to get 1 out at a time and it ended up costing them. Shortstop picks that one, fires to second, over to first for the double play to end the inning. Great play there. Good effort by everybody all around. And the game did not give... I don't think they can go down the stairs. They're all getting bunched up by the... That's hilarious. No one's going to notice that. No one's going to care. But there's a wall right at the steps. You just run into it. Here we go, top two. This all-righty lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Down in order in the first. Lefty fires. Foul ball. I like the guy in the background going like that. Careful with your hand, Sean. That one's low. Two, 1 count. That pitch is in at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Time that World Series starts in what, an hour? World Series game, I should say, starts in an hour. Hit that ball that got him to chase high in the zone. It is indeed at 5 p.m. The Toronto Blue Jays 27 outs away from picking up a World Series victory. First time since they went back-to-back in 92, 93. Scott Rowland. That's a nice pitch there to get that called strike out. Scott Rowland in now. This White Sox offense not really doing a whole lot. You can kind of see why they're 2-2. I think you can kind of see why Cleveland's 3-3. They're able to put the bat on the ball a little bit, but they weren't able to take advantage of a couple runners on in the bottom of that first inning. Nice hit right up the middle. Chris V. Carter. I believe Chris Carter spells his name C-R-I-S. Shout out to Chris Carter. One of my favorite wide receivers. The ball is low. That one misses outside. 2-0. That one missed high. Okay, that's a little bit of a surprise. Thought he might get that edge or the top part of the zone there. 3-0 should be that hands off the controller. He'll take it in for a strike, so now you get that 3-1 count where the batters like to be really aggressive. But we've seen some good takes some good takes from some players that have worked some walks. That one is hit foul. Pretty hittable pitch. One of the better, like, if you're going to swing at it, that's in a good location. They are going for the steal. It's going to be a little bit of a hit and run. Nicely done. They're going first to third. Left fielder stands up, fires. Safe. The throw was pretty strong, but a little offline. It pulled the runner from the bag, but that doesn't actually, or pulled the third baseman off the bag, excuse me. That doesn't mean that they're out of the play. There's a lot of really good diving animations here that we've seen beat the runners. Like, just because it looks like they're off the bag, and they are, doesn't mean that they aren't going to try and apply that tag. So now first and third here for the White Sox, as that one is hit high. Out of the screen. There it finally drops for a foul ball. Big swing and a miss there. Probably really felt that first pitch. It's a really good opportunity to pull that string. You throw that fastball, then something like a curveball, circle change. That one's inside. They're going to get him on the corner. It's called strike 3. Really nice location. This replay is not going to help us at all because the ball is going to disappear. That is a terrific call for Cleveland and a brutal call for Chicago. Sean spells his name correctly. Rodriguez comes in. 200 average. Big swing and a miss on that pitch outside. That pitch is low. Spoils that one up the line. Foul. So 1-2. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the second. Thought about swinging. That'll even the count, and now you have that deuces wild scenario. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, top of the second. Hey, wow. I don't know if it's the umpire being generous or the pitcher just coming up huge, but 2 beautiful locations for strike 3, called strike 3s. That ends the inning. Michael Kadire will lead us off here in the bottom half. Lefty fires. He gets a nice location there. It's a nice pitch, bottom part of the zone. 0-1. That is going to be smashed up the first base line, but foul. So 0-2. This is a good opportunity for Cleveland to kind of just take a step back, breathe. This pitcher has had an 0-2 count before and then thrown 4 straight balls to walk somebody. Got him swinging and missing. I think it probably would have been ball 2, but sometimes you get him to chase, and that's how it goes. I did not. Miser Istere. He is the next batter. Fouled off the end of the bat. 0-1. Boom, boom, clap. That pitch misses low. That one misses low as well. Looks like he's trying to tease that bottom part of the zone, but just can't get there. Ready? And fires outside. 3-1. Still just one away here in the bottom of the second. Readies. Set up outside. He's going to get the walk. Okay. It's a little bit of a tough one because you can see that where the catcher sets up and then where that pitch ends up is not quite right, but he just left it a little bit too low. So a foul ball to 4 straight takes, though we did think about that last one. That pitch looks like it missed. I don't think you throw a curveball. Curveball is a pitch out. That one's right down the middle, and that is strike number 1. Cleveland doing a nice job working long at bats. They're going for the steal. Pitch is low, steal is in, and that is safe. So a stolen base for each side in this one. That is a pitch that gets away up the... It is interesting how... the lack of aggressiveness from second to third is interesting. We've seen it a couple of times. The pitches don't typically get away from the catchers. They do a pretty good job blocking it. But if it bops off and shoots out to the third base side, they don't go for it. It's very weird. 2-2 count here. Inside for ball 3. Fills it up. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. I mean, if Cleveland can get a run here, payoff pitch, this one's smashed out to center. And he'll stay at second. I mean, you go back, you take a step back. The pitch gets away. The runner on second doesn't go. If he goes and he makes it, the flyout gets a run. Should be Cleveland 1, Chicago nothing. Or could be, not should be, could be. That's going to go to third base. It's going to be fired across the diamond, and a bit of a high grab, but keeps his foot on the bag for out number 3. And a pretty big blown opportunity for Cleveland here in the bottom of the second. I don't understand the lack of movement between second and third base. I can understand not tagging up on second to center field. I get that. That pitch misses inside. I don't know why the jump back is so delayed. Also, there's so many times, and it's probably just because our camera's like a little bit askew. There are a lot of times where it does look like the batter gets hit, but I don't know why the camera angle is like this. It's like this in every stadium, whereas now it's the same TV camera angle. And that is foul up the third base line. That pitch misses high. Three and 1. That is hit out to right field. See if the right fielder can get it. He can. Nice catch on the run. Wasn't sure that it was going to drop into his glove. You see it 1 or 2 times where it gets over the glove and you're like, I don't know. You never know. Lineup flips over as Upton gets ready. That is foul. Took me a second to find the ball. Pitch misses low. That is a curveball that looked like it was that looked like it was a hanger, but Upton misses it and it fouls it off for strike 2. There's the words. There's the sentence. That one's fouled away. Stays 1-2. Oh, got him. Thought he saw that curveball pretty well. Missed the first one. Left it in a pretty hittable spot. Upton wasn't able to connect and then went back to it. Was able to get him to swing over the top of it. So now 2 outs for Chicago. That is smashed out to left. Will the wall hold it? It will not. Ordonez goes deep to left. And it is 1-0 Chicago. That is a huge swing of the bat. 359 feet. Wasn't 100% sure it was going to get over that left field wall. Albert Pujols will step in. 300 average. No home runs or RBIs. That pitch is high. That one misses low. What a 2-out swing. 2-0 count. That one off the third baseman's glove. That's going to be a single. Thought that was going to be out number 3 and we were heading to the bottom of the third, but Pujols gets just enough of it. We don't even get the reverse of it. We can take a quick look at the replay here. Hold on. Replay. Sorry if it gets weird because this controller has drift. Third baseman gets a pretty good jump on it. He's half a step to the right. If he takes if he takes a half step left, it's timed up. Might go off his wrist. I mean, that's in the right angle. That's, that's an out. Wow. Wow. All right. Fires that back over to first. And again, there's just like kind of a weird hitch with the motion. Thwip. Comes home, and that one's fouled away for strike 1. That one is hit out to center. Nice easy catch, and that will do it. So, big 2-out swing from Ordonez. Michael Ordonez, I believe. Puts the Chicago White Sox up. Puts the Chicago White Sox up 1-0. This is why I normally stream later. My brain is apparently not awake at 4:07 p.m. Brent Morel. That pitch misses. Now, the thing for Chicago that I would be concerned about is this pitcher hasn't had efficient innings. He's been able to get out of jams. Some of the Cleveland base running's been suspect. But he's run a lot of counts full, maybe getting a little too cute here and there, and issued some walks. It'll be interesting to see how this progresses at Progressive Field. Readies for the 1-1. That one is hit. First baseman scoops it. It's Pujols. He'll step on the bag and one away. Rajai Davis has a single and a stolen base. There's a strike. That one drops low for a ball. Cleveland's definitely had a couple of missed opportunities earlier in this one. Double play ended the first inning in some weird base running decisions, left them with a runner stranded on third. As the pitch finds the zone for strike two. Readies. And fires low. This is where he gets a little too cute. It's where it gets a little bit tight. Puts two strikes on him and then just kind of tries to get the chases, but Cleveland's not biting. Doesn't have the accuracy at times to get the strike three called. And instead of a 1-2 count, now he's let the batter back in and given him the lead here. It's full. The lefty gets the swing and the miss. That was a pretty good location. See what angle we get it from. It's okay, I guess. Gets the swing and the miss, and it's down to Victor Martinez to keep this game alive. Two gone here in the bottom of the third. That one misses low. Kind of like to see him be a little more aggressive. Play to win the game. Don't play not to lose, you know. That gets the bottom of the zone for strike one. 1-1. That one is hit out to right. The right fielder chases, dives, and misses it. It's going to be a double. But the ball did careen pretty nicely for him. Love the effort out there. But a good two-strike swing going the opposite way. And this game is alive with a runner in scoring position. Carlos Gonzalez. He's worked a walk. It's going to come down to a lefty-lefty matchup. That one is hit. It's going to be down into right field. The runner is going to stop at third. Boy, the base running for Cleveland's been interesting in this one. Whoa. The throw was way up the line. I mean, I guess don't be game-ending out number 3 at home. Maybe there just isn't enough speed on second in that scenario. But with 2 outs, Cleveland lives. That one is hit off the third baseman's glove. It's going to be a single, and the game is tied at 1. That one absolutely deflected. Oh my goodness. The 2-out damage here. That swing is going to get under the glove. Cleveland's going to walk it off. Oh my goodness. 2 disastrous plays. Wow. Cleveland down to their final out. Defense lets the pitcher down just a little bit. Oh, umpire's frozen. Jorge De La Rosa is your player of the game. 3 innings. 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts on the day. A couple of really good or key strikeouts in this one with a runner on third. De La Rosa picks up his second win of the season. Francisco Liriano, I think. Yeah, Liriano. He drops to 0-2. Ordonez with his second home run of the season. What a start. Cleveland takes that series 3-1. That was a 4-game set. Wow. That is wild. They gave up what? So they gave up the double, the single, the game-tying single. They gave up 4 hits in a row with 2 outs, including a lefty-lefty matchup. Wild. Padres Braves is next for us. I was going to get you caught up on the scores, but I forgot. It's all good. Padres taking on the Atlanta Braves. We'll flip this thumbnail real quick. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you enjoy it, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. But I appreciate you hanging out on this lovely Halloween Friday. 45 minutes or so to World Series Game 6. Oh, that was a very... Okay. All right, okay. Oh, there's football on tonight? Wow. So San Diego is 4-2. Atlanta is 3-3. Back at Turner Field. This is Braves country. Okay. I love that the video screen just shows what we're looking at. So you have just this like infinite thing that just has the records. It's great. But we're getting set here for game 2 of our quadruple header. As is the case, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Andrew McCutchen, center fielder, is going to lead off for the San Diego Padres. The designated hitter is Ryan Sweeney. Third baseman David Wright. Right fielder Justin Upton. Catcher Jared, I believe, Satalamakia. First baseman James Looney. Left fielder Bobby Abreu. Shortstop J.J. Hardy. And second baseman Brendan Ryan. So there's... If designated hitter Ryan Sweeney and second baseman Brendan Ryan got married, you'd have a Ryan. Hiroki Kuroda, 13.50 ERA, 1 game, 2.2 innings, 2 hits, 3, is that walks or strikeouts? 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Andrew McCutchen batting .462. He's knocked in a couple of runs. I think the last time we saw the Padres, they were playing the Dodgers. Okay. Bring him up on what? An 0-1 pitch? Strike 3, you're out. Let's see. Yeah, we had Padres Dodgers last week. These notes are getting Notes, this notepad is getting real messy. And we're only a week into the season. For those of you who are new, it's obviously 3-inning games. It's an 82-game season. And then I needed to do some research for scheduling purposes and realized that I didn't understand how the wild card worked in 2011. So that was fun. There's one wild card spot, and it's just the 4th team that makes it into the division series. Like, okay. One-two to McCutcheon. He is going to swing on a pitch on the outside and miss. That'll be out number 1. I kind of like the idea of the San Diego text on the jersey, but I don't... It's not even enough. Because it's 3 letters versus 5 letters. Ugh. That pitch just gets the corner. That'll be strike number 1. Okay. I don't think we get that animation a lot, but we might get it more, and I'm just not... I'm looking at a different part of the screen. That one is a foul ball. Oh and 2. That pitch is just... It just kept going. That looked like it was a fastball that was rising. It'll be out number 2 on the swing and miss. Got him to go under it. Swing timing early of the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. I like when we get that. It is helpful for us to see it just get that part of the zone. So a nice pitch for the strikeout, and there are 2 away here. Quickly in the top of the 1st. That pitch is in for a strike. That's a nice pitch as well. Looked pretty hittable, but the batter just let it roll. Oh and 2. Readies and fires. Swing and a miss. That'll do it for the top of the 1st. David Wright set down on strike. So, pretty efficient 1-2-3 for the Braves defense, and we'll see the Braves offense coming up next. As we will we'll get that starting lineup read to you. Elvis Anders. He's going to lead things off at the shortstop position. At second is Howie Kendrick. Left fielder Josh Hamilton. Center fielder Andrew Jones. Right fielder Matt Joyce. Catcher A.J. Przinsky. Designated hitter Ross Glond. Third baseman Mark Tahan. We had him, and somebody corrected me in the chat. Third baseman, I already said that. First baseman, Gabby Sanchez. It's definitely a B. Boy. It's almost like there's like an HD version of the game, and I thought, what about the PS2? What about it? People don't think about the PlayStation 2 and how it celebrated its 25th anniversary recently. I think last week. Carlos Zambrano, 1 win, has an ERA of 9. I forgot immediately because I'm yammering about the PlayStation 2. 1 win, no losses, 9 ERA, 1 game, 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts for him. I said Andrews. Okay, that's fine. That's a bunt down up the third base line. Pitcher winds, fires. Oh, and sails it into right. He's heading to second. Oh my goodness. That is not what you want. The Pirates scored 10 runs in one of these games. And they have one of the weirder discrepancies as far as like looking at the standings. You go like, okay, they have the Mariners, I think it only allowed like 2 runs total. It was like 9 runs scored to 2 runs allowed. It's kind of funky, but the Padres were at like 25-8 or something weird. And that's not what you... Oof. Just eat it. If you're a pitcher and you're like going to try and make that throw, maybe just eat it. But just like that, Atlanta has a runner in scoring position and then a 1-0 count after that pitch was well outside. That one gets the inside part of the plate to even it up at 1-1. That is hit over to the third base side. That is an out, and there's another reason for it. That could have been a double play. He erases the bunt, but instead it's just that 1 out. So I don't know that the third baseman was going to get there. But hey, that's what bunting can do. Put pressure on stuff. 1 home run, couple RBI. That pitch is in for a strike right at the bottom of the zone. That one sails. Good eye there. Fouls that one away. Man, swings and a miss on the outside. Andrew Jones, averaging with a 375 average. Has a run batted in so far this season. Good opportunity. Nice pitching there. Now you're in a good spot. The out before didn't advance the runner. This one is going to let a run score. Okay, never mind. Didn't even get to finish my explanation. The throw is cut off, and that will be a 1-0 lead for the Braves. I'm hoping that there's a lot of excitement in the races going toward the postseason. Obviously, that's pretty far away because we're only on April 8th. This is going all the way through the month of July in game, or into the month of July in game. So 1 on and 2 out, and that's the danger of these 1 out at a time innings. Just give that extra batter who has a hot stick an opportunity to knock a run in, and bam. Pops this one to the third base side. Plenty of room to work with, and that is out number 3. But the Atlanta Braves strike for 1 on 1 hit. Take advantage of the error by San Diego. It'll be Upton, Saltalamacchia, and Looney coming to the plate for the Padres in the top of the second. Second on the Diamondbacks in stolen bases with 0. As the game, for some reason, thinks that it's loading in the stats from last year. And pitch is in for a strike. Inside part of the plate. That one is smashed out to left field. The left fielder is chasing. His numbers are turned. And he will watch that one go. So Upton ties this game up immediately. Numbers are turned to the pitcher. I forget what they say in like MLB The Show 25 when he hit like a no-doubter. And it's like, you can, when the pitcher can see the numbers on the backs of the jersey, you know it's bad, or something like that. Jared Santalamacchia steps in. Atlanta responds immediately. Or San Diego, excuse me, responds immediately. Oof, that was a very late swing. That looked like the ball was in the catcher's glove. I don't really have a lot of room to talk. You know, World Series loser over here. That is hit over to the third baseman. He'll fire it across the diamond and picks up out number 1. Nice play. Knew how much time he had. Got a firm grip and ripped it. Grip it and rip it, baby. James Loney. That's probably because there's not a double O. I think of it and I'm like, Looney Tunes, but it's like, that's probably not what it is. Thought about swinging, but holds it back. Ball 1. One and 0 with 1 out here in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch. It is in for a strike. That one gets past the third baseman, and it's going to be cut off by the left fielder. That'll limit it to a single as it's fired in very accurately. That was a nice throw from left field. Bobby Abreu stepping in here with a runner on and just 1 out. That one gets the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Gets ahead of the batter. Yeah, so he's not doing that, like, whatever animation where it's the powder or whatever. It's not even on the mound. Goes for the... Oh, my goodness. That was a very poor decision. It might have been a hit and run setup there. But he was well short. I don't even think that it's like I complained about the animation slowing the momentum or breaking the momentum. I think it was just a really, really bad jump. Or it's supposed to be a hit and run. So kudos to the pitcher who threw the perfect pitch for that. Batter swung over the top of it. And it's an easy throw out from the catcher. 0-2 with 2 away now. That one misses low. Felt like San Diego could have tried to take control of this game. They were felt like they were playing pretty well. It was also just 1 home run, so maybe settle down a little bit, you know? Maybe just settle down just a little bit. 1-2. We see pitchers get a little too cute with a 0-2 count. Oof. Boy, that was a nice pitch. Gets him to swing and miss. So, San Diego responds with a home run to tie things up at 1 apiece. Brzezinski, Gload, and Timon. That is inside for a ball. Weird break in my syllables there. Inside. That one is off the end of the bat. Third baseman lets it go to the shortstop. He'll fire over to first for out number 2. Ross Glode. It's out number 1, excuse me. I apologize. That'll be hit into left field. Shortstop kind of went a weird direction. I don't know if that's like a bad jump or just a funky animation, but it puts a runner on. Not that he would have been able to get to it necessarily. It's sometimes where that exit velocity can help us understand why a player doesn't get to the ball, or why they just said, you know what, I'll get the next one. That'll be hit out to center. So a couple of singles here for Atlanta in the bottom of the second. Making things interesting for them. A run here in the late stages would be huge, he says, in the bottom of the second. That pitch is high. That one misses outside. Good eye for Atlanta here on both those pitches. You're not going to do anything with either of them. It's going to be a pop-up. It's going to be light contact. Instead, it's 2-0, 2-1, 1 away. That's maybe just a little bit of a loss of patience. So I thought he saw it better than it looked to us. Of course, we get to be armchair computer batsmen and pretend like we wouldn't have done that, even though I know I would have. That one's inside, 3-1 now. There's that count, that magic count, 3-1. Work a walk to load the bases. Big hero swing. It's a walk to load the bases. Okay, it's getting interesting here in Atlanta. I guess it was always interesting. Elvis Andrus. Bases are loaded, 1 away here. Bottom 2. The pitcher winds, fires low for ball 1. He just walked a batter on 5 pitches. And the only pitch that was a strike was one that he swung at, which means it's not guaranteed that it was a strike. It was right. It was at the top, upper part of the zone. Ooh, fouls that one off. That one is going to the pitcher. He is going to fire home for the force out. Okay. He made the error in the first, but got a better grip on that one. Fired to the catcher. It wasn't going to be a double play, so it's a really smart move on his part. Bases still loaded, but now with 2 outs. That one stays high for a ball. Not enough speed for Atlanta on third to beat out the throw. That one in the dirt. Nobody's going to advance. Be interesting to see if they were to advance if the ball got all the way to the backstop. 2-0 count here. 2 away. That one is hit. The second baseman will grab it, fires over to first, and that will end the inning. Huge opportunity blown by Atlanta, but a great job defensively by San Diego, and a really good play by the pitcher to throw him out at home for the force out. We're going top three. J.J. Hardy getting things started for San Diego. Throws that one a little low. That'll be ball one. That one is fouled away. That one is hit to the second baseman. Fires over to first, and that is out number one. Looked like it might have been a little low. Could have been ball one. Brendan Ryan. Hey, go Mariners. That one hammered foul. 0-1. That's a nice pitch inside for a strike. Or pitch in for a strike. Readies. Winds and fires. Oh, another one. San Diego's getting maybe a little antsy with their swings. 0-2. I mean, it's not like that bottom part of the zone's been all strikes. I think you could understand a little antsiness in the previous game where there were a number of pitches right at the bottom that were called for strikes, and including a couple of big punch outs for Cleveland's pitcher. Here comes the 1-2. It's low and misses. Evens things up at 2. That one fouled away. And swings and misses. Nice pitch. Little slider on the outside. Seemed like it broke kind of late. And Ryan strikes out. That'll bring in Andrew McCutchen, who has a .429 average this season with a couple of runs batted in. No home runs so far for him. As the lineup gets flipped over. That one's in for a strike. 1-0. McCutchen fouls that one away, 0-2. That one slides outside. Good eye by McCutchen. And a pretty good pitch from Atlanta's side. Whose name I'm blanking on. Boy. Again, if only there were an HD version of this game, you know. We're stuck in 4x3. Alright, here comes the 1-2. 2 gone. Top 3. McCutchen off the end of the bat. Doubled up on that slider. Strong throw over to first, and that is out number 3. So we will head to the bottom of the third, all knotted up at 1. Who's Atlanta sending to the plate? Let's find out together. Just kidding. I think it's Josh Hamilton. Some guy, another guy. Thanks. I don't know what. Josh Hamilton is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. One big swing of the bat here could end it. Does have 1 home run on the year. That pitch stays high and is ball. 1-0. That one misses low. Good eye from Hamilton. Works a 2-0 count. See how aggressive he wants to be. 2-0 fastball, question mark? It is. Oh my goodness. Happy Halloween. I hope you're enjoying your MLB The Show. That one misses low. So a good eye from Hamilton. He's taken 3 balls. That fastball he got aggressive on just pulled it foul. Not like he's swinging out of his shoes on everything. That one is... That pitch was maybe a little bit high. That left fielder gave a little bit more of a chase than I was anticipating. A few steps short of the warning track, and that is out number 1. Andrew Jones, 1 for 1. He has a single, and he's knocked in a run today. That run... Yeah, it gave them the lead. Oh, no. Okay. Usually when he gives us that camera angle, it means that the catcher is going to have a shot to get it, which is why I said, oh, no. It was like 1 pitch, 1 out. But instead, that's not what happened. This one's going to stay up just a little too long. Left fielder waits under it, and that is out. Number 2. Matt Joyce, 0 for 1 today. Does have a 375 average on the year. Two gone here. And fouled. So a couple pitches have been fouled off to that first base side. And then 2 that the batters just get a little too under. That pitch is outside. That one misses low. Two and one. Atlanta's down to their final out here in the bottom of the third, which I guess sounds a little dramatic considering that it's a tie game. It was more accurate again with Cleveland, where they're down to their final out, down by 1. 2-2. Catcher sets up outside. It's hit to the first base side. Scoops and fires over to first, and that will do it. So we are heading to extras yet again here in MLB 11, the show. 1-1. Atlanta has 3 hits, San Diego 2, and the error. Ryan Sweeney will lead things off. Fouls that one away. Looked like it was going to go inside, but San Diego again just kind of looking like they're a little antsy on their swings. Good take on that pitch outside. Bought my water container. I apologize. Get those notifications cleared off because there's a lot of them. Winds and fires outside again. Two and one. That one in on the corner for a strike. Nice pitch. Probably trying to tease that part of the zone with those last couple, but just couldn't get the location correct. As he gets more of the whatever it is. That one is hit weakly to the second baseman. Scoops and fires to first. Out number 1 for San Diego. David Wright 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He has a .400 average on the season. Wright looked at that pitch in for strike 1. Oh my gosh, this animation is killing me. There's no way it's this consistent. There's just no way. That pitch is inside. Why is he doing it again? One and one out in a 1-1 game. As the train horn blows. That pitch is inside. And this is why we have the pitch clock, huh? That is hit up the third base line, but foul. 2-2 now. That one is popped out to right. Right fielder steps in a little bit and makes the catch. So 2 away here for San Diego. Not exactly quickly. Upton with a solo home run in the top of the second to tie this game. And I mean immediately tie the game. Ooh. Looked late and looked like he got jammed. That one is hit up the first base side. That one looked like it was going to be inside and jam him again. It's a swing-happy San Diego team. 0-2, and that's the one time he looks at it. It gets called out on strikes at the bottom of the zone. Brzezinski, Glode, and Tihan stepping in. Brzezinski. One good swing here can end it in the bottom of the fourth. That's not a good swing. It is popped to the shortstop, as it is way up there. Batter got all the way to first base before the catch was made. Ross Glode now in for Atlanta. That one is out to center. Center fielder with a light jog. He misses it. It's an automatic double. How did he not get that? It looked... What? That didn't even look like he had the most effort going for it. That animation looks like he's got it lined up and timed up, and so he just kicks it into like a slightly less gear so that he doesn't overrun it. Okay, it's getting interesting here in Atlanta. One out and the winning run on second base. A strike called on that low inside corner. I thought he had it. I think I got kind of tricked by a catch earlier in this video for that very reason. We've seen them make the catches over the shoulder. We've seen them miss. That one is lined out to right field. The second baseman strides too far from the bag. Doesn't even have an opportunity. Wow. He didn't have an opportunity to tag up and move. I don't know that he would have, but... All right, 2 away. Some funky base running here in the early games on April 8th. Oh and 1. Tries to sneak it up the third base side, but can't. Oh and 2. That one smashed, but well foul. Ready to pitch. Here it comes. It is outside. Low and outside. Ball 1. 1 on, 2 away. Winning run at second in a 1-1 game. He's going to sky this one out to left, and that is going to be a catch. So Atlanta, via San Diego, who's already had an error in this game, they make it interesting. They don't charge him with an error. Still 1-1. Huh. Jared Satalamakia step it in. As we go top 5. That pitch sails a little high on him. Ball 1. Who are you talking to? Comment or a crowd member? That is smacked into the ground, but the shortstop struggles. Fires over to first, but safe. Satalamakia legs it out, and the shortstop bobble bites Andrews, Elvis Andrews, and puts a runner on first. We saw that a few times in yesterday's games. James Loney stepping in. I thought there was a double O in his name. I'm like thinking of the Looney Tunes. It's like, no, it's just James Maloney. That pitch is outside. Nice eye. Go ahead, run on first. Fouls that one away. Strike one. That one's inside. Two and one. Oh, looks like it sounds like they were going for the steal. You can hear that crowd noise jump up. They're going either for the steal or the hit and run. Nice movement from first. That one is smashed over. Right fielder gives chase. He has plenty of time and room to work with. They are going to try and advance to second. He's not even close! Oh my goodness, it's the most bizarre double play. The slowest man in the universe gets tagged out at second. He wasn't even... What? I thought it was a mistake. I thought they were going to send him. Send him back, I should say, to first base. What a disaster. That ball is foul. San Diego having a weird game here. They can't take advantage of the bobble from Atlanta. They have the weird play in center field. They have an error. They've had aggressive swings, a little swing happy. This is a bizarre game. It's not Halloween in game. It is Halloween maybe according to the console, so maybe it's given us... Maybe someone got scared. That one's a low. Oh my goodness. Why are you red? Oh, okay. Just registered weird. Double taps the dirt. That one is hit out to left. He makes a weird leaping grab, and there's the perfect example of why I thought that catch was going to happen in center field. You saw that kind of light jog like he had it timed up. But then even that one still seemed a little bit off. So it's still 1-1. Elvis Andrus gets off the hook a little bit. Had that shortstop bobble that counts as an error. That one's going to go right up the middle. So nice job by him to get a single off to a solid start here in the bottom of the fifth. I said get off, and I just threw myself off. So they are going to make a pitching change here for DJ Carrasco. 1 game, no record, 1 save. 0.2 innings, no ERA, no walks, no strikeouts. I feel like we have a way longer to read those stats for the relievers. Giving this Atlanta Braves team a little something different to look at. It's gonna be an aggressive swing and a miss. Oh my goodness. 1 pitch, 1 out. Oh, interesting. Fires over to first. Still a funky hitch. The runner gets back easily. That is smashed up the middle. Do they try to go first to third? They do. Center fielder, maybe not the quickest to pick the ball up and throw it in. He is still a closer play than you might anticipate. Andrew Jones. One out, two on here for Atlanta, looking for the walk-off in the fifth. That pitch is low for a ball. That pitch is a swing and a miss on that one. That is hit over to the second baseman. Is there going to be time to get two? It's one. He is safe at first. Safe at first, and the Braves win. Oh my goodness. Wow. I thought we were going to the sixth, but instead he's just able to leg it out. You have the pitcher throwing it at the wall. Not really his fault. He got put into a really bad spot. I don't even think that he's going to be charged with a loss in that in this game. 5 innings for Hiroki Kuroda. 5.87 ERA this season. He has 5 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts in this one, upping his season total to 7. Kuroda improves to 1-0. Carlos Zambrano falls to 1-1. Upton gets his 3rd home run of the season, but Atlanta walks off San Diego 2-1. They split the series. I do like these end of series recaps. We can see, at bats and all that interesting stuff. The Atlanta Braves have a 10.93 ERA. We're going to take a quick look at this series because I think it could be interesting. There is one. The San Diego won 10-0 in one of the games, as we jump in quickly. But the Braves won 2-1. The Braves won 2-1. The Padres won 10-0. And the Padres won 5-1. So they were either giving up 5 runs or more and kind of getting blown out, or the Braves were winning a close game 2-1. Interesting. Quickly around the league, the Yankees, they take care of the Orioles 4-3. We watched the White Sox fall on a walk-off. And the Tigers take out the Twins 1-0. We are going to move down to... We're going to see if the Mets can win a game. We're going to give them another shot in the spotlight. Mets and Marlins. We were going to have to watch one series that we've already watched again, but the Mets, are they going to go 0-6 to start the season? They can't, right? Or can they? Can they pick up their first win? It looked like they were going to pick up their first win yesterday, but they could not. Yeah, the jukebox is technically still on. It's just the menu music's turned all the way down. Oh, I did not mean to open a calculator. Oops. Whoops. The Mets are 0-5. The Florida Marlins are 3-3. Welcome to Sun Life Stadium. I did not know that was what it was called. I guess if you don't have to pay the rights or pay for the advertising or whatever. I think they just call it Old Miami. I don't even know what Sun Life is. I would guess it's like some kind of insurance. So we get ready for game 3 of 4 today. A little earlier than normal. We'll return to our regularly scheduled time. Game of the week tomorrow. Denard Span's going to lead off, the center fielder. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Third baseman Pablo Sandoval. First baseman Aubrey Huff. Right fielder Hunter Pence. Designated hitter Lyle Overbay. Left fielder Connor Jackson. Catcher Ramon Castro. And shortstop Ramon Santiago. For the winless New York Mets, 0-5 heading into this one. World Series, are we underway? Boy, Memphis is up on Rice 28-0, huh? Jared Weaver is 0-1 with a 9 ERA in one game. 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Boy, that disappears quickly. Got to be on top of it for old Shawnee Poo. Denard Span's getting us started here. Top of the first. Marlins had a walk-off yesterday, and a bunt is going to get things underway. Fires over to first. It is a one-hopper, but does not get there in time. That's a well-placed bunt. And a good job by the pitcher to let the third baseman take care of it. Bad job by the catcher to run into the third baseman trying to get it. Maybe go like, hey, it's me. I got it. Dustin Pedroia, a 286 average, steps in with a runner on first. That is hit to the left side. That'll split the defenders, and it'll be 2 on with nobody out. Quickly for the Mets. So Pablo Sandoval stepping in with 2 on. I do kind of like this color matchup, the Florida green and the Met orange. Which I guess isn't really the colors that I think of. I mean, Florida, yeah, I think of them as green. I guess I think of the Mets as more of a blue. Orange is a third color. Blue, black, orange. That pitch is outside. Need a good pitch here, 2-0. That is foul. Just foul. I don't know, maybe a fast start is what the Mets need to try and pick up win number 1 here in the 2011 MLB season. That's a nice curveball in for a strike. Two. Pablo fouls this one away. That pitch sails outside, and it is a full count. That pitch sails outside. Okay. So a bunt, a single, a walk brings Aubrey Huff to the plate. Zeros across the board. With the bases loaded, nobody away. This is the spot you have Aubrey Huff for. Good eye to take that one for ball 1. That one misses low as well. That is hit to the third base side. Fires over to second. Relay to first, and that'll take out 2. But the Mets do strike first, 1-0. I think you trade 2 outs for 1 run if you're the Florida Marlins. If you're the Mets, it's a bit of a missed opportunity. But Hunter Pence can still bring home a run. It's just that Aubrey Huff has not done anything. Mets led yesterday's game 1-0 as well. That pitch misses outside. That's in for a strike. That one sails outside. Pence just has to get it into the grass in the outfield. 2-1. That one low, but fouled away. Evens things up at 2-2. That is cracked right to the third baseman. Nice throw over to first. The Mets get a good start. A bunt. They work a single. They work a walk to load the bases. Huff and Pence can't really come up with anything. I think Aubrey Huff is going to get credit for an RBI, but it's a big win for Florida. It's a pretty bad loss if you look at it from New York's perspective. As we take a look at the Florida Marlins starting lineup, Coco Crisp, center fielder, followed by Todd Helton, a DH. Third baseman Alex Rodriguez. Left field Pat Burrell. Right fielder Garrett Jones. First baseman Paul Konerko. Shortstop Orlando Cabrera. Catcher Jesus Flores. And second baseman Danny Espinoza. And that is your Florida Marlins lineup. Starting pitcher is Justin Verlander. 1 game, 4 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts, and no record or ERA. How deep did that, what was the name? Was the Nationals. That was the opening day game. Yeah, Nationals, Marlins, so the loss must have gotten pinned on the relievers, and that must have gone 5 or 6. So Verlander readies for his first pitch of the game. That one sailed high. Strike. One and one. Big swing and a miss from Coco Crisp. Makes it a 1-2 count. Fires way outside. A little too cute with 2 strikes if you ask me. I mean, it's just a non-competitive pitch. 2-2. Verlander fires and gets Coco Crisp to swing and miss. A much more competitive pitch there. And Crisp just can't get to it. Just over the top of it. Look at the swing timing, maybe a little early on it. But Todd Helton batting 125 with an RBI, steps in. Florida down 1 here in the bottom of the first, 1 away. Oops, no, I'm Now I'm all thrown off. Click that, click that, click that. Thank you. Do that. That pitch misses. Inside for ball 1 to Helton. Had to move from the highs of Colorado to the geographical lows of Florida. So as not to sound like too much of a jerk, I mean, like, yeah, Colorado's great and Florida sucks. That's not where we're going. 1-1. That pitch is inside. Moves to MLB The Show 08. Enjoy. 2-1. That is fired up the third baseline. Stays fair past the diving third baseman. Out to left field. And a nice throw into second. Limits it to a single. It wasn't going to be a double anyway, but Alex Rodriguez batting .444 so far this season. The thing is that the top two batters for Florida, it's the third game that we've seen from them so far this season. The top two batters aren't really doing a whole lot, so it's not benefiting Alex Rodriguez in his .440 plus average. And then, of course, yesterday when Alex Rodriguez had an opportunity for the Marlins with the runners on, he wasn't able to capitalize, so sometimes you just need things to align. That pitch missed, but it hit the zone for a strike. See how far that catcher was set up inside. Alex Rodriguez gives that one a ride foul. That pitch is outside. Come on, let's keep it going. 2-2. Verlander. There's a nice hit from Alex Rodriguez. That time the left fielder does a nice job, and Alex Rodriguez advances the runner to second. So Pat Burrell going to step in with his .182 average. Two on, one out. That is hit to the first base side. He will just walk over and step on the bag. I like the play. Don't push it and try to get the double play. Just do what you can. And that is stepping on the bag at first. Guarantee yourself one out. Garrett Jones. .250 average, a 1 and 1 RBI. That one sails high and outside. Ball 1. That one sails high for ball 2. So Verlander losing a little bit of sharpness. Couple runners on. 2 away. That makes that play even smarter. That is foul. Charge. There's a strike inside. Nice pitch. I did kind of forget that the first bat of the inning got out, so that makes that play to second or to first base even better. 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. Verlander sets, fires, and that is hit into left field. It's going to score 2. So the Mets get out to a fast start, but it doesn't matter because the Mets can only get 1 out at a time. The left fielder fires it in. It's a 2 RBI double. Paul Konerko stepping in. He has a solo home run this season. That is up the middle. It's going to push across another run. The center fielder makes a good throw, but it's late. Just late. That was a... we keep mentioning it, but you get those exit velocities, and it helps you kind of understand like why things happen. It just didn't quite get out to center field quick enough. So a big 3-run bottom of the first inning for the Marlins. And this Mets team just looks like a disaster. 3 runs across with 2 outs. And that is ball 1. That is stopped by the shortstop. He throws off his back foot. It is safe at first. It was just barely late. It's a really nice play. He throws it off his back foot. Needed just an extra half step. If it's 91 feet to first base, he gets him. So Jesus Flores steps in this never-ending misery of a first inning for the New York Mets. 2 on, 2 out. Oh, my goodness. That camera angle alarmed me. It is just a foul ball. Okay. All right. Okay. This is scary. Happy Halloween. What's horrifying? Watching the New York Mets play, apparently. Big swing and a miss. So 2 foul balls. Able to get him to swing and miss, but not before they push 3 runs across. Overbay, Jackson, and Castro. Coming up for the Mets in the top of the second. 5 hits for Florida. Again, it's a great play. It's out number 2. You grab it. You don't have to play at second. You don't want to rush anything, force anything, and make it worse. Step on the bag, and they still don't get rewarded for the smart play. But that also is how sometimes that's how it goes. You get those 1 out at a time innings, and it just can't. Just not able to figure it out. 3-1 Florida here. Top of the second. Pitch is in for strike 1. Now they're going outside, way outside into the other batter's box. 1-1. Fouls that one back. There's a really funky trophy in one of the PS3 MLB The Shows that is when Florida moves into that new stadium and they had like the fish tanks in the background. There's an achievement or a trophy for hitting it or breaking it or something like that. It's very weird. A bunch of the MLB show games from like 2012 to 2016-ish have like kind of funky stadium specific achievements or trophies. And that Miami one is real weird. Connor Jackson following the strikeout. Got called for strike 3 there. Pitch is in for a strike. It's the beginning for the Marlins pitching. They can get through this. They'll have at least a 2-run lead. And Verlander hasn't looked particularly sharp. Maybe overrating Verlander, what he can do as far as name value here in 2011 rather than won a World Series with the Astros. 1-2. That is slicing foul. And they get the punch out. The crowd calls for it, and the pitcher delivers 2 strikeouts to start this second inning. Very early on the swing timing. It is a changeup at 79. Probably caught a little bit more of the plate than the pitcher was looking for, but if you get the swing and miss, you get the swing and miss. Shakes off the catcher, now sets. And that pitch misses low, 1-0. With 2 outs in the second, I'd like to see him kind of just go at it. You have a 2-run lead. If you give up a home run, it's just a solo shot. You can reset after that, but there is a little more what I'm talking about. Fired that in the strike zone. It is... That one sails high. It's not a great pitch there. Rangers, Angels coming up next after this one. I guess that's what coming up next means. You don't have to say the other part. Okay, he'll give up a single. So kind of missed badly with all of them, I guess. He gave me what I was asking for, which was a little more aggression in the strike zone, because the first pitch missed way low, the third pitch missed way high. The batter missed pitch number 2. It was foul, but was able to get to pitch number 4, which was probably caught a little bit more of the plate. 1 on, 2 out here. There you go. That's playing with that bottom of the zone. That pitch is high for ball number 1. Fouled back. That one's outside. Ball 2. Two and 2 with 2 away. Runner on first for the Mets, who have not won a game this season. Fouls that one off. That one is dropped into right field. Runners go into third for sure. They will hold him there. Just not enough speed to get those extra 90 feet, but a nice 2-out double. Puts 2 in scoring position for Denard Span, who already has a hit today. And did score the first run of the game. That pitch misses low. Pitcher winds and fires. That one's fouled away. 1-1. Sets up outside. This one is going to be dribbled up to the second baseman. He'll pick it up and fire to first. It's out number 3. The Mets give themselves a chance, but kind of like how I play. Sometimes you get runners in scoring position in the wrong situations. With 2 outs would be that wrong situation. They strand both runners, and it'll be Florida coming up to bat. Espinosa, Crisp, and Helton. A couple of home runs for the faceless man. Photoless man? That is sliced up the third baseline. It's probably going to get to... No, it doesn't. It really died in the grass. It is a stand-up double. So Florida, who scored 3 runs in the first inning, and have 2 World Series championships, by the way. I love the secret base title of it, of the collapse of the Marlins, where it's like, Florida accidentally won 2 World Series, then they collapsed. That pitch is low. Ball 1. Swings over the top of that one. One and one. Nobody out with a runner on second. Verlander fires that one in the dirt. That is smashed out to right field. It is going. It is gone. 2-run home run for Coco Crisp. And it's going to push this lead out to 5-1. Oh my goodness. We're going to watch every Mets game until they win. They'll be in every video for the season. They're going to go 0-82. Wow. Todd Helton is 1 for 1. Does have a single and the run. A run, I should say, not the run. A run. All right, Verlander kind of back to a fresh inning. He's given up the 2-run home run. There's nobody out. See if he can settle in. Figure it out from now, or from here, but oof, with the way Florida's been playing. 3 in the first, 2 in the second. And everything with only 1 out in between. They had 3 runs that they scored with 2 outs. They have 2 more runs that they scored with no outs. That one is popped into foul territory. Alex Rodriguez, 1 for 1 with a single, did come around to score. One away for Verlander and the Mets. Bottom 2. That pitch misses low. Big swing on that one. Makes it 2-1. Verlander winds, fires. Ooh, he gets him to swing at the high pitch. Rodriguez puts a charge into it, but it's not enough. Didn't look like it was a great pitch, but hey, I guess you get the swing. You get the swing. Pat Burrell stepping in. Two gone here. I pitch way inside. Kind of lucky he didn't hit him. Verlander fires. That one is smashed out to left center. It's going to go all the way to the wall. The center fielder picks it up, fires in, but it's going to be a stand-up double. The Marlins aren't done yet. Garrett Jones. One on with 2 outs in a 5-1 game. That pitch is in for a strike. And that's in for strike number 2. And gets him to go on that high pitch again. Marlins batters have been chasing the high pitch. But they still score 2 more runs. Pedroia, Sandoval, and Huff, the last opportunities for the Mets, who are down by 4. Heading to the top of the 3rd. Pedroia is 1 for 1 with a single. This would have been bunt, and then Pedroia's single, and then a walk. So he would have been the man stranded at 3rd. And gets on top of that one. Shortstop comes up to get it in. Fires over to first. Quickly 1 away. Pablo Sandoval, averaging .222 this season. He has worked a walk. Has 1 run batted in. And gets him to swing under that. It pops up in to left field. Shortstop is over to get it in. It finally drops into his glove. 2 away from the Mets. Or 1 out away, I should say. Aubrey Huff, no average. I believe he picked up an RBI, but I don't even know that they count that as an RBI. He is in their 4 spot. He is in the power position, and he doesn't have a hit through nearly 6 games. And it doesn't take a whole lot to get to him. It just takes a couple hits here or there, maybe a walk, to get to him a second time. So he is really not looking good. Final strike for the New York Mets. Oh, Huff swings under that one, pops it up. It's the shortstop again. Walks under it, and that is out number 3. So the Marlins score 5 unanswered runs, and the Mets fall to 0-6. Coco Crisp with a 2-run home run in the bottom half of the 2nd, helping secure this win. Coco Crisp is your player of the game. 1 for 2 with that 2-run home run. He's a 167 average, couple of home runs, knocked in 3 runs on the season. Jared Weaver gets his first win of the season. That improves him to 1-1. Justin Verlander gets a loss, his first 0-1. And like I said, Florida with Coco Crisp's home run. And that will do it. So 5-1 Florida. Mets 0-3. Their ERA was 6.97 compared to the Marlins at 1.50. They only pitched 10.1 innings, 8 strikeouts. Average is way lower. No home runs. No stolen bases for either side. They only got out hit by 4 hits. But they just cannot figure it out. Let's take a look at the Mets. Marlins. There's the Mets. They get Colorado, who was 4-2. Then they get Washington. All right, let's flip back to the Mariners, because that's who we are. Viewing today's games, there was nothing there. We want Rangers and Angels. The Rangers 4-2. The Angels 2-4. This is our 4th and final game. Hey, yo, how's it going? Games have been pretty solid tonight. Good to see you. A little early for, some Halloween shenanigans. The games have been pretty good. Texas taking on Los Angeles. Ooh, Max Scherzer. No record, 3.2 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Wandy Rodriguez has a loss, an 11.57 ERA. Welcome to Los Angeles. I do love that water feature out there in center field. As the 4-2 Rangers taking on the 2-4 Los Angeles Angels. Hold on, I gotta make an order for Kesha Tarot cards real quick. Order now while supplies last. Yo, don't think I won't. I mean, what is that? Huh. Alright. Here is your starting lineup for the Texas Rangers. There it is. Matt Kemp, the center fielder, is going to lead off. Adam LaRoche behind him at first. Jay Bruce in right field. And Dan Uggla at second base. Ian Stewart at third. Designated hitter Dan Johnson. Shortstop Ian Desmond. Catcher Mike Napoleon Dynamite. And left fielder Milton Bradley. Rounds out your starting lineup for the Rangers. Just got home. Made it in time for the last game. I'm glad you were able to catch some of the stream. Hopefully your day went well. Max Scherzer, no wins, no losses, no ERA. 1 game with 3.2 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. I believe I have that order correct. Why is it so quick? 3 walks, yeah. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Sounds like they're playing the pizza song. So we have a literal red versus blue. And my goodness, does that Angels jersey not look good in 2011 on the PlayStation 2. Don't worry, we put red on red. Like, oh, thanks. But we outlined it with white. Oh, good. Pitch number 1 in for a strike. And that one misses low for a ball. Fouled it away. Scherzer on the Angels just feels mean to Mad Max. Yeah, a little bit. Now, who's pitching in the game tonight? Is that pitch? Ooh, that's a nice hit and a great sliding stop. I mean, a solid piece of contact is just a better defensive play. Great pick at first. On the hop, keeps the foot on the bag. The the score. 2 outs in the top of the third. Kevin Gossman. Okay. Oh, and Shohei's up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That is smashed out to left center field. Left fielder tries to jump but can't get to it. It'll be a double. As he'll slow down and stand up. Hey, there's no car in the outfield for the Angels. It has that, like, hit the car, win $1 million or whatever. Jay Bruce, only a 100 average, but has knocked in a run. And a good opportunity here for him with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Oh and 1. That one. Ooh, second baseman bobbles it a little bit, but still able to gather in time for out number 2. Usually it's just the shortstop bobble. The second base players have been pretty good about picking it. So a runner on third with 2 out. Good opportunity for Scherzer and the Angels to get out of it. Oh and 1. That pitch misses way inside. Ball 1. That pitch is high. Here comes the 2-1. Ooh, left that one over the plate, but the batter not able to get to it. 2 and 2. That one's fair. It's going to score a run. It'll be a single. He's going to push his luck for a double. The left fielder fires. It's late. Safe at second, an RBI double. Texas on top 1-0. Ian Stewart, 500 average, 4 RBI. Taking advantage of some opportunities. Not driving the ball out of the park, but when you have 4 runs batted in, kind of hard to argue with the results. That's low and outside. The runner in scoring position. Scherzer fires in a strike. Got a light bulb above me going out. 1 and 1. Hit him. Batter takes his base and Dan Johnson will step in. 200 average. Couple RBIs. Couple RBI. Runs. Guess the plural's kind of in there. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the first for Texas. That is foul. Just outside the third base bag. That one sails high, so evens the count at 1 and 1. Rangers looking for a little extra damage here with 2 outs. Top of the first in our 4th and final game of the day. That one catches the outside corner. Strike 1. That's low. That one misses low. Fills up the count. Three and two. 2 on, 2 away. A long first inning for this. Oh my goodness, he's putting it into right center. It is down off the wall. It's going to score a pair. Easy double. Not the easiest run score from first base. And just like that, it's 3-0 Texas. Ian Desmond stepping in here. Some nice 2-out damage for the away Texas Rangers. Or the visiting, I should say, Texas Rangers. Big swing and a miss. Another big swing and a miss. 0-2. Ooh, and that one hit him. That's the second hit batter. And he's still in the game. Mike Napoleon Dynamite coming in. We have seen an ejection. Oh, almost roped that up the third base line, but it goes foul. Scherzer needs one good pitch to just get out of this. That's not it. Just a little grounder. You got to force out anywhere. That one misses outside. That one can't glove it. The third baseman, the shortstop, recovers, but the throw is late. He's safe. Milton Bradley go Mariners, playing for the rival Texas Rangers. That one just gets the bottom of the zone. Bases loaded. Third baseman couldn't glove it cleanly. The shortstop tried to help, but the throw was late. And now the bases are juiced. That one just misses the top of the zone. That one misses as well. Two and one now. That one foul up the third base line. That one should be out number 3 as the third baseman gives chase. It is caught over the railing, and that will finally do it for the inning. Scherzer hits 2 batters, but the Texas Rangers score 3 runs on 4 hits. And that is a long first inning, top of the first for the Angels. Here's your starting lineup for those Angels. It's Cameron Maybett, the designated hitter. Third baseman Casey McGehee. First baseman Adrian Gonzalez. Catcher John Buck. Right fielder Ben Zobrist. Second baseman Ryan Roberts. Left fielder Ryan Ludwig. shortstop Felipe Lopez, and center fielder Peter Borges. Oh, thank you. I live to reference that movie. Oh, maybe that's why. I recorded a couple of videos. Oh, Wandy Rodriguez. No wins, 1 loss, an 11.57 ERA, 1 game, 2.1 innings, 4 hits with 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. I recorded a couple of videos and realized that I referenced Napoleon Dynamite a couple times, so I wonder if I've tricked myself into referencing it more. Mike Napoleon. There's Mike Napoleon Dynamite over there. Swing away. Thanks. Thanks. I'm sure he'll do that. I only ever take suggestions from the crowd. That pitch just hits the top of the zone. 0-1. Umpire apparently has somewhere to be. Everything's a strike, he says, 1 pitch in. That one sails high. That pitch misses low, so 2-1. Got a nice call right at the top of the zone, but then missed his last couple. See what kind of response inning we can see from this Los Angeles Angels team. That one misses low, so a good eye. I mean, if that's the kind of pitch you're going to take right at the top, why not? 3-1. Fouled away. Did what you would expect the batters to do, be aggressive on the 3-1 count. And tries to get low and get it, but can't square it up. It's foul. Count remains full. Lefty winds. He fires, and it's fouled away again. Stays alive. Ooh, thought about it, but oh, he went the rare call down to the first base side. Or to either side, honestly. Didn't look like he went on that one, but the first base umpire says he did. Casey McGee. Who am I thinking of? Willis McGahee, maybe? There must be another sports last name that rattles around in my brain when I... McGee? Really? Okay. Lefty fires. It's a big swing and a miss. See that type of pitch a lot against Cal Raleigh. I don't know why. That was kind of just like that was an unnecessary stray shot at the big dumper. That's a ball upstairs. Lefty deals. That one misses outside. And neither of these pitchers really finding the zone in a consistent manner. Full count again. 2 batters, 2 full counts. That one's fouled away. That one crushed but foul. and walks him. Couldn't get the call on the outside part of the plate, so the Angels will put their first runner on via walk. So a check swing strikeout that did not look like he went from the angle that we saw. And then a walk. The catcher looking longingly at the batter. That one is foul up the third base line. Hits the weather tarp. That one's fouled away. Oops, I didn't realize my phone was on. That one misses low. 3-0 in World Series Game 6. The Dodgers lead the Blue Jays. It's in the bottom of the third. There is a runner on third for Toronto, but there are 2 away. Here in Los Angeles 15 years ago. That pitch is going to get away. Runner's going to advance to second. And it has just not been efficient by either pitcher. That one over to the third baseman. That was a catch? That was caught on the fly. Hold on. John Buck, you're going to wait a second. Oh, okay. I guess it was. Those are the toughest ones to see sometimes. Those are always the most confusing, even when I'm playing the game, when we're on defense and it flips that camera like that. Yeah, I've been tricked a time or two on whether it's a fly ball catch or caught on the fly or if it bounced or whatever. Don't know why the Angels runner needed to dive back in, but there are 2 outs here for the Angels in the bottom of the first, a runner in scoring position. It's just been a funky first inning for both pitchers. That one is hit and foul. That one is crushed deep left field. It is gone. A 2-run, 2-out blast in Los Angeles is right back in this game. 3-2. He got all of that one. And this is what happens in those slow, 1 out at a time innings. You give those batters extra chances. I mean, they're lucky it was a 2-run home run rather than a 3-run blast because of that check swing appeal down the first base line. Thought about it, but didn't go. No appeal that time. I guess you don't worry about it unless it's a critical moment like a 3-2 count. Blue Jays did score that guy from third. Oh, thank you for the update. And a 2-out double is going to keep this inning rolling along for the Angels. Nice little shot here. Third baseman just kind of let that. He just stood up. He looked at it and then, that's not me. That's not me. So 2 away here for Los Angeles, looking to get this tying run across. Fouled back. That one's fouled away. That one fouled away as well. Foul. 0-2, 2 away, a runner on second. The lefty winds and fires. Gets him to swing and miss. So got that Angels hitter in a little bit of a swing mode. A couple of foul balls kept him alive, but finally gets him to go. And the 2-run home run cuts the lead down to 1. It's 3-2. Kemp, LaRoche, and Bruce coming up. Matt Kemp of the Dodgers, who lead by 2. That pitch is in for a strike to Kemp. Let's see if this Max Scherzer, the starting pitcher for the Angels, if he can settle in a little bit. Long, laboring first inning for him, and for the Rangers pitcher as well, so it's been not great on both sides. That's a swing and a miss, a little aggressive on a pitch inside on the hands. That is hit to the second baseman. He bobbles it, gathers and fires over to first. Good concentration there to stick with it and make sure to pick up out number 1, Adam LaRoche. 1 for 1 with a double and a run. That pitch misses well low. LaRoche, kind of a tall, lanky guy. That pitch is low. 2-0. Swing and foul. And that's knocked over to the second baseman again. Just in time to get him. Wow. So he is having a bit of a rough day at second, but he's done just enough. Little luck on his side. The ball's not bouncing away from him. He's able to keep it in his, like, basically in his wingspan to gather it and throw it over to first. 2 away here for Texas. That one's inside. Brushes him back just a little bit. That strike in on the outside. That one catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1-2. It's a great inning for Scherzer. And we see that pretty frequently in this game. There's a swing and a miss. So 1-2-3 for Texas. Where the first inning can be kind of fun and have a lot of runs. But then the second time that pitcher goes out, they're able to settle down and move through it pretty quickly. Let's see if the Texas Rangers can do the same thing. Ryan Ludwig No average, but does have a stolen base. That pitch is in for a strike. Fouls that one away. Very nice foul. In 2011, Kemp had a WAR of 8.0. Wow. That is in for a strike. Got him looking. And he'll be set down. Felipe Lopez. Couple of guys back to back with no average for these Los Angeles Angels. There's generic man in the background. Oh, now he's a person. That is smashed out to the left. It'll get down for a single. 3 people in a row with no average? What is going on with this Los Angeles Angels lineup? I wonder if this is the first time they faced the lefties, so some of these guys are coming off the bench for that reason. But it's bottom 2, 1 out. Going for the steal. Pitch is high and swung on. Safe at second. Oof, that was a close play at second base. Throw looked like it might have been just a little bit high. But hey, the catchers can't all be Cal Raleigh. Nailing him in the perfect spot. Did you see my other Matt Kemp comment, or did it get shadowed? It might have gotten shadowed. I don't see anything on my end. But it might have gotten shadowed. I don't see both. I see neither a comment nor a like, hey, this got caught. One and 2. Fouled away. Stays alive. Welcome on in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. It's game 4 of MLB 11, the show. That is smashed out to left field, or skied to left field, I should say, into foul territory. That'll be out number 2. Cameron Maben with a 182 average. That is caught by the second baseman on the fly. Nice grab. Saves the tying run. And Texas will take a 1-run lead to the top of the 3rd. They flip the logos and it says mid-second, but we're really going top 3. And those are wrong. Got to switch to all comments instead of top comment, and it'll show. I think it got shadowed because I used the word for players. Oh. Why would that get caught? Okay. Weird. Live chat? Oh, weird. Why? That's not... Why would that be the auto setting? My bad. Oh. Was a war leader for 2011 in real life. Got robbed of MVP by Ryan Braun. Yeah. Well, crap. Boy, I sure hope I haven't missed other stuff. Because I definitely have... I have had it on top chat, not realizing that it did that. My bad. Well, that sucks. Man. That one misses. So Scherzer back out for his 3rd inning of work here. I don't think a lot of things get caught, thankfully, but also good to know. That one smashed over to shortstop. He picks it up, fires to first. That's out. And out. Out number... Out number 1. Oh, that does stink. That really sucks. Thank you for that information. Ian Stewart got hit by a pitch, one of 2? Yeah, I believe one of 2 hitters that got hit by Scherzer in this game. That pitch is outside. They bring in the lefty. I didn't even look at his stats. That's a big swing and a miss. That one is foul up the first base line. One and 2. One away here. That one misses inside. That one misses outside. Lefty. Oops, left that one a little over the plate, just fouled away though. Los Angeles looking for this lefty to slow things down. Keep it a 1-run lead. That, I mean, it'll hold true for the moment, but it'll be a single for Texas with 1 away on the full count pitch. I love when it only loads 1 logo. You only care about the home team, right? There's the Texas Rangers logo. Dan Johnson 1 for 1 with a double. He's knocked in 2. That is going to the second baseman. He's had a bit of a rough day today, but makes the snag when he needs to. That was maybe the toughest play that the second baseman for the Angels has had to make all day long. And that's the one that he makes totally fine, completely clean. He's had 3 balls hit directly at him that he has bobbled and fumbled. But he comes up in the right moment. Casey McGee. Boy, that's a bad average. Bottom 3. Angels down 1. McGee. Fouls that one off. 0-1. That pitch is outside. That pitch misses. So 2-1 for the right-handed Angels batter. That is hit out to center. He is chasing it. It is at the wall. It is gone to tie the game. He has a .091 and gives up the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 3rd. 404 feet. No wall climb, no effort there. It was right there at the wall. Adrian Gonzalez. He also has a .91, so would you like to give up a home run to him? It would lose you the game. So the Angels doing a little magic with nobody out. That pitch misses outside. Is that a 3-1 count, by the way? It was a 2-1 count. So that's helpful to have for YouTube, is be able to go back just a little bit and see what's going on. Lefty winds, fires. That is almost what the defender's long throw for the shortstop in time by about a step. John Buck, 1 for 1, 2-run homer. You can emulate that swing he had earlier in the game. He'll end this and the night. Ooh, that pitch was low. That missed? Question mark? High-pitched voice? Ooh, loud crack of the bat, but it's foul. A lot of bad football on tonight. Loud contact to just barely getting a piece. It's 1-2, 1 away here. I thought about it. That pitch stayed outside. 2-2. That pitch misses outside to fill up the count. Oh shoot, sorry. That is outside, so he'll walk a batter. So the winning run is now on first. They are going to go to the bullpen. It'll be the righty, Jeremy Acerado. 1 game, no record, .2 innings pitched with a strikeout. Ben Zobrist. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Just giving him a different pitcher to look at. That pitch sails high. That is foul up the first base line. That pitch misses outside. 2-1. That is hit out to center. Nice easy catch for the center fielder, and 2 away. Ryan Roberts. He has no average on the season. That'll get up the middle. Looked like the pitcher took the swing animation at it, but couldn't get it. So the winning run. The Angels offense doing Yeah, he did take the swing at it. Went right through the umpire's head from that angle. Ryan Ludwig, he has no average on the season either. Winning run is at second. Be interested to see if he can get a piece of the ball. Ooh, yeah, when he goes foul. How aggressive are the Angels sending the runner at second? We can pause it real quick. Ooh, he only has 16 speed. You have 16 speed and 15 speed. I don't know that you're sending anybody. That pitch is high. That's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Oof. So the Angels, they tie the game on their 5th hit of the day. Desmond Napoleon Dynamite himself and Bradley coming up. Points for chatting. I don't even know anything about that. I just click go live and I'm like, here you go. Ooh, that one's high. I believe this is our second extra innings game of the day. Not maybe the most helpful timing wise. Gaining. Oh, going. Gain. Okay, I got you. It's weird that I read that correctly. And it was, I correctly read that incorrectly. I incorrectly read that. So 2-0. That is diving at the shortstop. Oh, yeah, I do see that. Oh, that's good. He's going all the way to second. I'm locked in on walk-off over here. I should be locked in on these hot digital characters. Yeah, I bopped off, and he just never broke stride. It got all the way out to center, but it wasn't even that far. I love the bold, aggressive base running. He must have a good speed. We'll never know because I can't pause. That is outside. 6. Huh? Oh, it's not a number. It's the number of their jersey. Whoops. I mean, I don't... Did they have speed? Am I just, like, way wrong? Hold on. Hold on. I don't have chat up for a second. That is in for a strike. So where was that? That was too far back. So I went to pause. They brought in that guy. Now... Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a swing and a miss. Okay, yeah, they didn't have speed, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know why everything's... Why is everything a graph? Oh, or a line bar or whatever. That pitch is low. I like that discrepancy was so bad that it confused me. I was like, there's a number missing here. No, it's just his jersey. Someone has subbed and chats in the live stream to get points. That is into right field. They are going to send him around home. That's going to be the go-ahead run. 2 points, 3 places, get crowns. Someone chats and no points. Oh, gotcha. Oh, call people out on Joe's channel. So top of the 4th, nobody out. The lefty gives up the go-ahead run. That's in for a strike. So they brought in this left-handed pitcher to kind of... It felt like they brought him in to hold the 1-run deficit. He did that, and then they didn't switch him out. Now he's facing some of these right-handed hitters. As this one's going out toward left center. I'll retreat back to first. Matt Kemp, 0 for 2. 385 with a home run. Knocked in a couple. That is, looks like, I would guess that that's just a strike. In the new game, you see him point at the check swing, but I don't know. 2011 is a weird time. That pitch misses well low and outside. So 2-1, 1 on, 1 away. They have him in motion. Eliminates the double play and a nice fire from third. Or nice throw from third. I mean, that worked pretty well. Kemp does a good job to at least get the bat on the ball. They put a runner in scoring position. It's a tight play up the line. It's going to bring in Adam LaRoche. That pitch is inside. Well, he was kind of close to hitting him. Strike in on the outside corner. That is fought off but foul. And it's 1-2. Gets him to swing and miss, and that will do it for the Texas Rangers here in the top of the fourth. They do get one. Lopez, Boros, and Maben. Single and a stolen base. That would be a good thing to have right here. That one gets away from him. The 1-0 pitch is lined into left. So the Angels, just like that, put a runner on. Peter Borges stepping in. Nobody out. He has no average. And he throws him a ball. Now there, that's why my glasses felt all weird. That's why. There's a strike inside. Oops. Wrong purple icon. Checks back on first. He's late. That pitch misses outside. 2-1. Fires outside. All right, here's where the batters get aggressive. 3-1. Oh, got the swing and the miss under it for strike 2. That is to the second baseman. Tosses to first, or underhand to second. The exchange. What is it? The throw to first? I don't know. I was trying to use a fancy word. My brain got caught. Cameron Maben. He's the last hope for the Los Angeles Angels in this one. Down 4-3. 2 away. In the bottom of the 4th inning. That one misses outside for ball 1. That one missed. Okay. That one catches the top of the zone for a strike. How many games into the actual season are these teams? Let me pull up the thing. That is hit out to center. This one should do it. And that will be the end of it. The Texas Rangers win in extras. Each team is 6 games into the season. Because it has that weird opening day game in this game with the Nationals and the Marlins. And then a lot of the teams seem to have Monday off. So yeah, whatever. Dan Ugla is your player of the game. He did not want to take that photo, apparently. Did you get it? Did you get the photo? We done now? 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Jeremy Acerado gets the win, his first of the season. Mark Hendrickson gets the loss, his first of the season. Drops him to 1-1. Buck and McGee with home runs for the Angels. Yeah, they had the 2-run shot and the solo shot. Texas pulls out a 3-1 series victory in this one. And that's, we'll simulate the rest of the games for the day. Actually, we'll save just in case I goof up. That way our canon is safe. Our lore is well kept track of. Don't roster moves. Options. Save the game. The power of the PS2. Overwrite this data? Yes, please. Please save it. Sometimes I look at the PlayStation and I'm like, this doesn't need to be on. I'm like, you're using it. You're using it. All right, one last check-in here for the World Series. Still 3-1. Everything scored in the 3rd. Maybe they all score in the 6th. Do not remove PlayStation 2 memory card. Save complete. All right. We are ready to hit you with the schedule. No. This is the date that we're working on. Yeah, so a lot of teams have this first day off. Because that was the opening day game. And then this Tuesday off. So Seattle has 5 games done. Each of those teams had 6. So they had that 4 game set. And then some of those teams have the Friday off. It's a very weird schedule. But I believe this is the day that we're working on. Hold on while I cough. I know only 3 innings, but having a 0 average after 6. Yeah, there's some. There are worse positions that have, like, there's some leadoffs that have really bad averages as well. All right, let's get this day wrapped up real quick. Let's see. We saw the Mets and the Marlins. The Mets still winless, by the way. The Phillies beat the Nationals 6-1, or excuse me, 2-1. Phillies improved to 6-1. The Brewers knock out the Pirates 1-0. CC Sabathia getting the win there. Red Sox over the Royals 2-1. Astros, beat the Reds 5-3. Cardinals over the Cubs 1-0. Diamondbacks shut out the Rockies 3-0. Bring both those teams to 4-3. We watched the Rangers beat the Angels 4-3 in extras. And we'll simulate this. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why it does that. Weird. The Dodgers beat the Giants 1-0. The Athletics beat the Mariners 2-0. So both teams getting shut out. All right. So that'll do it for the 8th. We have a new series here that we'll dive into. Will we watch the Mets again? Maybe. We might. How long do they go before they win a game? Are we watching every single one of them? We'll see. We'll also probably check out Yankees, Red Sox, all that good stuff. And if you'd like more, subscribe. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's free, and it helps the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it specifically. Thank you for being active in chat. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I think that's everything. We'll see you tomorrow for a game of the week. We'll see you Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time for 4 more games of action on day number 9 of our 2011 3-inning season. Have a great rest of your night. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. And we'll see you soon. Good sports. Goodbye.